Okay, so I watched the trailers for Superman and Lois, and originally I did not think it looked that good, and honestly, your boy's pleasantly surprised, y'all. I thought this was pretty good. Now, before we dive into this review for the Superman and Lois premiere, hook me up with that HBO special. Y'all know what that is? That's the Help a Brother Out special, guys. Hit that subscribe button, ding the bell, hit thumbs up if you like this video and you like this kind of content, and let's grow this community here at Geekly Goods to 2,000 subscribers, guys. We are right around the corner from that goal, and my goal is to get there by the end of March, guys, and I think we can do it, y'all. This is a community where we talk positive and geek, y'all, and if you like videos on the latest in movies, TV shows, with a sprinkle of anime and gaming, consider hitting that subscribe button for your boy Leo Rydell. Alright guys, let's dive into the Superman and Lois premiere. It was a 2-hour premiere with 2 episodes, and you guys, I gotta admit, I enjoyed myself. So let's start with what works. So what works with Superman and Lois? I want to start with Superman himself, Tyler Hoechlin. What I really like about this guy is he doesn't try to be Henry Cavill or Christopher Reeve or anybody else who has played Superman. So I really enjoy the energy that he brings to the show because he is his own version of Superman who's not trying to be someone else, and I think he works inside the suit and outside the suit. He's got the presence and the essence, and while he's not as built as Henry Cavill, he's still fit, he still looks great, and I feel like he fits this version of Superman the best. He really has that dad-like look, mentality, energy. He just really fits this version of Superman very well. So I like Tyler Hoechlin. There's even a scene in the beginning of this first episode where he saves a kid and he actually picks the kid's hat up, puts it right back on his head, and he's like, yeah, there you go, buddy. Like a nice line exchange and just a really cool Superman. I enjoy his Superman a lot. Another thing I really liked about the premiere is the dynamic between the twins. So him and Lois Lane actually have 2 kids, and generally there's only the one by what I understand. I don't read too many Superman comics, but I know of Jonathan Kent, aka Superboy, but they actually have 2 kids in this premiere, and it's Jonathan and Jordan. And I like that there's this dynamic between the 2 of them where one of them is the sports star, he's likable, he's funny, and he's the kid that wasn't difficult growing up. And then they have the other kid who was a little bit more work. He's very lonesome to himself. So I like this dynamic between the twins, and the 2 of them have good screen chemistry together. They play off of each other very well. They feel like brothers. They pick on one another, but at the same time, you could tell at the end of the day, they're very much there for each other, and they really love and care about each other. So kudos to the actors for doing a great job in that sense, and of course to the writers for actually making a dynamic between these super twins that feels grounded and feels real. And that's another thing that really works for this show, in my opinion, is that this show feels really down to earth and grounded. It is more of a family drama. This is not your typical Superman flying throughout the entire episode and beating down bad guys. There is some of that, but there's a focus on the family aspect of it, and of Superman and Lois Lane balancing their lives and really trying to balance out their jobs. Superman being a hero, also being a family man and a dad. I mean, he's just trying to balance all these things out, and it really does touch on the good and the bad of all of those commitments that he has. So I really like this family drama aspect that they have going on here. I like the twins. I like Tyler Hoechlin. I really like Bitsy Tulloch. I think she's a good Lois Lane. She's very on the nose with the investigating. She really does want the story, and I get that out of Lois Lane. I get that trained journalist that investigate to the bottom of the story, that very deep diving investigative journalist. I really get that feeling and that energy from her Lois Lane. So I really enjoyed that aspect, and I really enjoyed her acting as Lois Lane. I think Superman and Lois, they work. The twins, they work. I like this family dynamic, so this is what works. Now let's move on to what doesn't quite work. I think while the family drama aspect of this does work and the grounded, down-to-earth feel of Superman tending to his family works well, I also think the show is trying maybe to do a little too much because there is the focus on the twins, so it is a little bit of a teen drama. There's also Superman heroics going on because there is a villain who's after Superman. So there's a lot going on here. It's a teen drama, it's a family drama, it's an investigation, it's a Superman story, Superman heroics. There's a lot going on with this story that I feel maybe trying to go for too much. I almost feel like they should just do like the Superman and family balance and kind of keep it to that, because there's so much going on that I'm worried about where the show will go down the road. And that moves to my next point of what might not work down the road, because I think it worked for this premiere and the premiere was really strong. But what I'm worried about is, will this show start to feel tiresome? Will we start to feel like, okay, the family aspect maybe can't stretch out for 12 episodes. Maybe it's a little bit better as like a 5 or 6 episode limited series, be one and done. I don't know that it could last as a series. I'm not entirely sure how it could last, to be honest. I'm curious to see where they go, but with all that they're really going for, I'm just a little bit curious as to how they can keep it up. So I'm a little bit nervous there. Another thing that I think really doesn't work is the look of the villain and the CG itself. The CGI is just a little Arrowverse-y, and take with that what you will. I know there are fans of Arrowverse who will watch this, and look, I don't follow the Arrowverse that strictly, but I think that this show definitely has the CG level that the Arrowverse has, which typically, in my opinion, doesn't really come off that good, to be honest. It's just not that well done, and the villain looks like Master Chief from Halo. His armor very much reminds you of Master Chief, so it might be a little hard to take him seriously sometimes, because I'm just like, hey, Master Chief, my man. So it's a little bit hokey in a sense, and I really want to focus on the family stuff, so sometimes it pulls me out of it a little bit. But at the same time, what I do like is that this doesn't feel like you need to be nailed down to the Arrowverse to know. I'm sure there are Easter eggs and references, but the premiere, at least, there's this beginning monologue that really catches you up well and gets you ingrained into the story and lets you dive into the story without having to be necessarily really committed to the Arrowverse. So I enjoy that. I enjoy that you can actually really tune into the show without needing the Arrowverse knowledge. So I do like that. Now, I gotta get to a verdict. Out of 10, I'm going to give Superman Lois, the premiere, a 7.5. I think it's very strong. I think Hecklin and the twins and Lois Lane are cool. I really like following them, like their performances. I like that Hecklin is his own Superman. I like the family drama aspect, but I think they're trying to go for a lot with this series, and I wonder if it can really last down the road. I'm a little worried after the premiere if it will remain as strong as those first 2 episodes. So I'm a little bit worried. There's some twists, though, in these episodes that I really enjoy. Pay close attention. Go in with some good expectations here, because I enjoyed this, and I'll be honest, I don't like the Arrowverse. After Flash season 2 and 3, and after Arrow season 2, really fell out of it in terms of enjoying it and really coming back at week to week with high expectations. I don't like the Arrowverse that much, but I do enjoy this show. Now, should you watch this immediately? Should you wait a little while, or should you skip it? I'm gonna recommend you go ahead and watch this one instantly, because it is a different take on the Superman story. I enjoy it for what it is, and it does have attractive qualities to it, and you don't need to be necessarily deep into the Arrowverse to really enjoy it. However, I am very nervous about if it'll last, so let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. By the time this video comes out, or by the time you view this video, it may have already come out, so definitely let me know what you think about the premiere. Are you anticipating it? If you haven't watched it yet, let me know down in the comments, and y'all know the drill. Hook your boy up with that HBO special. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this content, and we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.